Hello. Hi, everyone. Welcome. We are in the midst of day one of the Midyear Reading Scramble, which was created by Margaret. You can see her right there.
Hi,
And
that's me.
so if you have no idea what that is, go to Margaret's channel, which will be linked in a little bit, and watch the announcement. But basically, there's these little pyramid boards, and it's like a choose your own adventure situation where you pick a board and then you start the first prompt, and then you get to pick from there.
Yeah.
The options. It's like that.
Basically, it's great for executive dysfunction. If you struggle with executive dysfunction, I didn't realize this until recently because you start with one task, and when you finish that task, it gives you 2 tasks to choose from.
Yeah.
You only have to worry about one or the other, and then I was like, oh, this I understand now why choose your own adventure books worked for me. So, I mean, I was definitely a person that read both options and then picked one, but I can't imagine having like the brain power you would need to write one of those books.
Oh no, because you have to like write everything out for both options and then options within options, and I would be like,
and they're so short. They were always so short. I was like, this takes brain power
so much.
So one of the one I remember reading was one that was about kids at the Olympics, and like one of like the Germans or something were definitely roided. I remember that. That's it. So I'm seeing if I can get Bookly to work with me. Although we'll probably have to take a break to make lunch here soon. I tried some like a little ramen packet. I was like, oh no, this is not a good ramen packet. I was like, we'll try a new one. This looks interesting. Bro, no, don't do it. Don't do it. Aldi did not win with that one.
Okay, so Brittany, how has your day been going?
It's been good. We had a really nice slow start to the day, which is nice. Now I'm ready to come and like read and start on I'm actually starting on my actual TBR for Midyear Scramble, which is exciting. I didn't know if that was going to happen today.
Me too.
Yay, we're doing it. So that's exciting.
I finished this thing, but I was like, you know what? For once, I want to read this book. And then we'll just go back and forth until the other stupid one is finished.
Exactly. It's a nice break for that book.
I need a break from that book. And I know Shannon Hale knows how to write. I think this is a parent-son team.
Ooh.
Listen, there's a reason I'm not paying attention to the Discord, Brianna, right now. I saw that you were like, you guys need to come up with a song, and I was like, I can't handle this weekend.
Too many notifications, huh?
Yeah. Yep. Discord's always has some level of chaos anyway.
Yeah. I have been going through and actively selecting which threads I need to have notifications on for and which ones I don't, so that I can like fix things a bit better with how much it's buzzing, because it's a lot. So I'm like, okay,
it can be so much.
Let's just like minimize the chaos a little bit. So I only get notifications for what I want to see a notification for, and everything else I can just catch up when I'm ready to catch up.
We've already tried, and it's been a struggle.
I'm
claiming senior. I mean, like, if you're gonna go with someone, it needs to be me, or it needs to be Cal. I'm just saying. I was the one that recruited you for your first readathon. I'm just saying.
Oh, see, now I can't argue with that. but might I suggest that there are more blue books in the world than there are.
That makes it easy. Just way too easy. Bree wants a little bit of a challenge.
It doesn't help that like I don't have anything color coded, so it's
yeah, this really helps the rainbow shelf people. They're like, oh, my books.
Like I have to like kind of think through it a little bit more.
Yeah. Oh, unless you join the chat now.
Red team is.
That's what Brianna was saying.
Yes, I just saw this and I was like, how do I do this? Because how many times do I have to go to YouTube to comment in the chat when I'm on stream. And I was like, this is fantastic.
I mean, the red team, I think currently based on the numbers, it's the hosts and that's it. I do feel slightly bad for them, but not too badly because we're at like 7.
Okay.
And I
don't know what the numbers are. Hold on. Choose your team. I mean, yeah.
we're
We have 4 people, so there's at least one person who's not a host.
Yeah. We are well, so here's the thing. No, because that one person, Carl also counts. Carl Ball.
Oh.
I had to message one of our the members in our chat and be like, hey, I was checking out who was in the team and I thought I was closing the thing, but I accidentally kicked you out. So I'm so sorry. Do you want me to add you or do you want to do it? Or
that's funny.
Hey, Jen.
Yes, right. Team Blue.
I have known Bree longer. I claim seniority. I will emotionally manipulate the heck out of you.
You know,
do you want that toxicity in your life? No.
There are things to manipulate me about, you know? I'll take it. There are worse things.
Yeah. I just here's the I mean, obviously I chose purple team. Probably not my smartest move because I don't have a lot of purple books on my TBR. But here's the deal.
Free
libraries exist. So and purple exists. I'm not gaslighting, I'm stating fact. Gaslighting would be saying that let's see. Gaslighting would be like saying like Bree doesn't like anybody else but me. Something like that. Which is, I know, untrue. I will also accept if you go to the green team.
I love how it's just don't go blue.
No, it's just if you're going to go to a team, you need to go to the one that has someone that you've known on it for the longest time. Potentially the person that, you know, invited you to do the first readathon you ever did.
Remove. There we go. Okay. I was trying to get the timer. I forgot to pre-plan.
Mm-hmm. Blue's the biggest team because blue's the easiest.
I mean, it's also the best team. So, you know, I don't know what else to tell you.
There's a reason people walk into the bookstore and annoy bookstore employees by saying, I don't know what the book was, but it was blue.
It was blue. I mean, it definitely helps with that little bonus blue
they
books.
all blend together at this point, but like purple books, you remember a purple book.
You should not be talking yet. Not you, the timer. You can keep talking. Yes, I was telling the timer it shouldn't be talking.
That was funny.
I mean, I guess it's because I say you should not be talking so often in my life. Kind of one of the things that I say the most in my day. Typically, blue is the biggest right now.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
As it should be.
Ooh, if I did do purple, then I should say Delilah Green was one of the things that I had as an option, but maybe I should save it if I choose purple teams.
See? Kismet.
I really should have thought about this before I started making my TBR for this readathon. I should have been like, okay, what color do I preserve for next month?
I specifically did not choose any books for my physical TBR because, again, my purple books are the smallest. Like, I definitely have some indigo that could go either way, but
yeah.
Indigo is a weird color because it's both blue and purple.
Mm-hmm.
Which technically it's in the violet family, so technically, but it's also blue.
It depends on, yeah. It could go either way.
It also depends on the shade of indigo.
That's what I was just about to say.
I have seen some shades of indigo that are like this. They're this purple. And I'm like, that's not indigo.
That's not indigo.
There's not enough. There's not, like, I will go on a rip. There's in there. Like, I know indigo is purple, but you gotta, like, you can't have a warm toned indigo.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my hair is...
The costume degree jumps out.
Okay. What is everybody reading, and what boards are we working on in the chat, especially? Because I already know where Margaret is at. And so which board are you doing, Brittany?
I'm doing the physical TBR. So this is I don't know if this is the smallest book I own. I did not look that in-depthly, to be honest. I looked at my TBR cart and went, what's the smallest book on my TBR cart? And this was on my spring TBR, so I'm finally reading it. Yeah. It's only like 200 pages. So
it can be the shortest book on any TBR. It does not have to be like your physical. I mean, I guess it just needs to be one you own physically. But
exactly. So that's what I went with. It's only 200 pages, so it's not very long.
I have my entire physical TBR on Goodreads for that reason, so that when there are prompts like this or like lowest rated, height, whatever, I can be like, sort.
I should do that, but at this point, to do it now, I feel like would take me ages.
It depends. What you do is you just do it in stages. I just took a day and I put all of them on there, and then anytime I do a haul, I add books on. So, you know, you and me both, Jen. I just know I'm reading purple books. You got to choose a color. Unfortunately, there is no orange.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to plan a TBR anyway. Like, I will have my Timmy's TBR, but like, really, hopefully, some of those books will work with the prompts for Amazing Readathon. We won't really know until they come.
Watch you like plan your Timmy's TBR, and not a single one of them is blue. That would be really funny.
I feel like it's going to be really mean to me, like, just because I need it to be nice. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's the month where it's like, no, ma'am.
Why do you think I'm not doing Fable these 2 months?
That's fair. That's fair. I'll still do it, but I will give myself the grace that if nothing happens of the books, then that's, fine.
So, the answer, Jen, to which team you should join is the purple team.
No, it's blue.
The blue team doesn't need help. They're fine. People are going to join the blue team because it's got blue books are everywhere. You don't have to look hard to find a blue book.
Which is, she's just making my point.
Okay. You know what? I'm just saying blue books aren't special.
Yes.
Interesting.
Anyways, it's not August yet, so I will put my animosity aside so I don't derail my own readathon entirely.
Right now, we have to do the mid-year reading scramble first.
We do, and my board
operations.
My board is blue.
Yeah. Of course. All right, are we ready to get started?
Yeah. Been ready. Yes, absolutely.
All right.
It's a sign.
Okay, but would it have anything to do with any of us if it wasn't chaos?
No.
I don't think we can do anything that's not chaotic.
Exactly.
If only there was a black team. Dude, it's so true. So many books are in that dark color scheme.
That
like,
and then
fantasy.
So many now, like they have like all the color. Like it's like so many colors on this.
Yeah. Oh. I don't know what he was screaming. That was like a happy scream though, because he laughed.
No, you can tell the difference in pitch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was like oh my goodness. He's gotten where he gets this energy kick, and if he makes like a little bit of a weird noise, then we'll like copy him, and then he'll do it again but louder, and then it just keeps going until it's like a scream. It's great.
That's so cute though.
It's great. Okay, we of course are using Margaret's timer because who else's timer would we use in Margaret's readathon?
Correct.
So I appreciate that.
Of course.
The correct timer to use.
It is. Hear it?
Yay.
Can y'all hear it okay? Did the dinging? Okay, perfect. All right, meet your mics. Okay, and we are back. Sorry for the delay. I was waiting for my dog to run in here. The timer situation was not cooperating, so I just put what time we were coming back at the bottom. So hopefully everyone was able to see that. But if not, hi. Sorry if I scared you.
It all works. It all works.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
How did everyone do?
I got 24 pages read during that sprint, and I realized this book does not have chapters.
Oh no.
And I went, that's not going to work for if I need to go on the audio, because I'll never find myself again. Like I'll never get back on book if I get off book. So
yeah.
Oh, no.
I hate when things don't have labels like that for where you're at. Like, I don't like labels for people, but I do like labels for chapters.
Yeah. I had another book, The Gray Shear, which only had the 4 seasons. So like the chapters were like 3 hours long. And I was like, I can never get off book with this because I'll never find it again. Never. I will never get back. So
yeah.
I guess if I need an audiobook that I can actually leave with tonight, I'll pick up something else. But for right now, this is.
Yeah.
That works. We read 25 pages of this.
Nice.
Which means we switch over to the Kindle book now, and I made myself some actual good ramen. Not the sad. Were we on sprints where I talked about the sad ramen I made that tasted like paper?
You mentioned it, but I think we might have been behind this.
Yeah, I don't think we were live yet.
I don't know if we were live.
So, yeah, my parents had some leftover steak that they were like, hey, you can have this if you want. So I fried that up with some extra veggies and put them on my ramen.
Nice. I didn't actually get any reading done because I spent that sprint eating my lunch that I started to eat and then or started to get ready to eat and then never actually ate during the break between sprint.
Yeah.
So ate my food, and I filmed my update for the vlog that actually this book is for, because hence why the dust jacket is on it. I had to put the dust jacket back on to, properly start the vlog because I hadn't started it yet, and I'm 58 pages in already, so I should probably have started that. But also. I feel like this is the right book to finally have an excuse to use this one.
Yes.
The books are like word tacos.
Ooh, where'd you get that? That's so cute.
Barnes & Noble. Also Barnes & Noble.
Wow.
Yeah. Every once in a while I go over there just to see if they have anything new. And I found that one and I was like.
As we all do. I mean, I go to chapters, but it's the same difference.
Right. Yeah. It literally books are just word tacos. I love that. It's a dumb enough joke that I enjoy it.
I love it. That's
but I felt like the colors actually quite matched, and especially the little
thingy thing, the
really
thing.
cute. And
it looks like such a cute book.
So isn't it though?
It looks so
gives
cute.
You all the summer camp vibes. It was very well designed.
Mm-hmm.
It very much gives the vibes that you're supposed to be getting.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I love it.
How did everybody in the chat do? Those are my comments. Is it showing it twice for you guys? Because my comments are.
It showed me your comments twice. Yes.
Okay, I don't know why it did that. That's weird. I only commented it once. But whatever.
StreamYard just really wanted everyone to know.
Right? Arcs and book clubs are telling me I need to choose blue.
And that is the correct answer.
There is no correct answer until the end of August.
Well, that's true. That's true. I mean, that's also true.
That is.
Ooh, what did you get?
I also think it bears to look at what your favorite books, what is the genre you like, and what color do a lot of the because if you're reading romance, a lot of romance books come in pink and red and things like that.
This is true. This is true. You can also look at like the host favorites and see like which host favorites you own and what colors those are too. That's always a good shout, because I was doing that earlier. And honestly, a lot of the host favorites I own, I've already read. So like, will it be a reread month, or do I need to buy books? That is what that's what I went with. Other than that, this may give me a perfect time to read Little Thieves because I just bought it.
You need to read it. You need to read it.
Maybe I should do that. And maybe I should read that.
We just need to have a Little Thieves team. Forget the colors. We just get a Little Thieves team.
Leandra would happily join you on that team. Because Leandra, between the two of you, I'm like, I need to read this book just to see why everyone loves it so much.
It's so good. Like, it is just, like, she does such a good job with it. And there are so many things she covers and so many things that are just in there very subtly that, like, basically it's just like, okay, well, this is, like, she's not rah-rah, sis, boom, bah, this is an inclusive world, but she's made an inclusive world.
I love that, though.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay. Another comment.
Oh no! I will also be doing the Aurelium magical. You know what? Red team needs people, so I will accept that inclusion.
That's I agree with that, so I'm okay with that as well. Because poor Red was struggling there for a minute.
Poor Red. Yes. Well, currently you guys are at like 17.
I was gonna say, I actually haven't checked.
I feel like there should be a cap on the teams.
Well, it's averaged out by the amount of people, so it all works out.
You know, some readathons have said that, and then you'll see like the biggest teams really struggle with their.
The biggest teams, to be honest, I'm like recruiting for blue, but the biggest teams never win. This is what happened with Battle of the Boy Bands. I was Team NSYNC, and again, the biggest team because duh, and we did win. Team Hampton, the teeny little tiny Hampton that could won the whole thing.
Yeah, I feel like it's because you'll have more people that don't.
Yeah, that don't
read because they're like, oh, well, my teammates will take care of, balancing it out. Whereas, like, if you have a small team, it's like, I've got to do my part or we're not going to make it.
That's true. So true.
I'm cool with not being the biggest team, to be honest. I just need the most dedicated team.
I'm sorry. It's okay. Kaiden was knocking on my door.
There's also like some people that like I know like Amanda reads so much in a month, and I'm like, Amanda, come to Team Blue.
Just I
need to read this.
Yeah.
I read
it on my list as well. I almost bought it the other did I buy it? I think I might have gotten it at Half Price Books. Actually,
I've heard great things. I have not picked it up.
I had this one, which kind of regret having bought this now because I only gave it 3 stars.
It's so pretty.
It is. It's very pretty, but it's also one that like I'm giving this 3 stars, but I'm going to keep it because I feel like on a reread when I've got all of the pieces, I may rate it more highly. But it is. I mean, like it is so shiny, and then it's got the straight edges. They didn't do anything special with the cover, but it does have a nice like. It's one of those like linen like covers.
Oh, I love those. I love the feel of those.
I did get it. This is why I have the catalog. This is why I have Libib doing the things. When I'm in a bookstore, I can't remember. I'm like, ooh, I know I saw that at one point, but did I actually pick it up?
Yes, I agree. Yesterday, I was during Stuff My Kindle. I was like, I need to make some sort of spreadsheet for what's on my Kindle because it's gotten to the point now that I'm like, I have no idea what's on that.
I have a Kindle Unlimited subscription now, and that's too much power for any one person to have, I think.
It's a dangerous game.
I have specific books that I'm having to read right now on my Kindle, but once I have freed myself from those books, I am afraid to see what's in this fantasy section.
I'm excited to watch the journey.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting journey.
Yeah, I want to do when I get back to continuing the Trash or Try videos. One of the things that I wanted to do when I first came up with the idea was making sure that I also went through through my digital books for both audiobooks and physical or ebooks.
Yeah.
Because Lord, I have so many that I don't know why I got them. I don't know when I got them. I don't know how I got them.
Yep.
And I'm just like, I should probably at least see what they are and are about, because I don't even remember. Because like the ones that I know what they're about and everything, it's fine. But like, otherwise, I don't. Is it too late to join? Are you talking about?
So it's not too late. It's not too late to join my readathon, and then Brianna's readathon doesn't start till August 1st. You can be a part of the readathon. I do have all of the graphics posted on my Twitter. I haven't gotten to Instagram just yet. That's one of the things I'm doing today. But like for Midyear Reading Scramble, you don't need to be. Like you can do what you want. All of this stuff will be posted in there. But like, because that's just an easy place for me to keep everything, and I don't have to worry about Melon deleting it. And then I do believe, like, especially for Amazing Readathon, Brianna's Readathon, that one will be much easier if you are in Discord for it, because there are like team chats and things like that. So like you can participate casually, probably, like just pick your team, find the I'm sure she has what's the word? I don't know if she's gonna post like all of the spreadsheets, but like you could probably just like participate casually if you wanted to.
Yeah, I'm sure you could still do it without being in the Discord, because half the time I don't pay attention to readathon Discords anyway. But
I'll pay attention to the purple team chat, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, there's like on every Discord, there's like a few threads that I actually pay attention to. Usually like the announcements and like the main chat, and then there's like maybe one or two things that I'm like very actively invested in that I want to keep up with. But like for the most part, I like mute everything else, the notifications for, and just like every once in a while I'll go and I'll catch up.
Yeah, because Discord is so chaotic.
If you can hear that, Kaiden is knocking on my.
That is so cute.
Knocking on my door. Knock, knock, knock.
He's like, let me in.
Knocking. Good job.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. He's fine.
Absolutely fine. Absolutely fine.
Oh, he's a mess. Okay.
No, Liz isn't on either of our teams, Brittany.
What?
Liz, she was our super reader for Avengers. Like, she
What team is she on?
Damn.
Rude.
What team?
Green. Green team is about to like y'all
So now
are.
I know what team I should join.
Y'all are about. None of y'all will need to do anything. Liz will do it all.
So true. Yes.
There are no teams in my readathon. It's just you pick a specific focus. Brianna's does have teams that you choose based on the amazing race.
So you'll go to 4 Paws in a Book for that. And I will go ahead and link it at the end of the sprints.
Jean, it's also in my Insta story where you saw the link for these sprints. So the link for that's there too. So
awesome.
Yeah.
All in the same.
It's hard because I'm like, I want to promote this, but I also need to focus on mine.
Yes, we need to read the books for Midyear Reading Scramble.
Right. Like you gotta get through this one to get to that.
Honestly, after today though, it will slow down. It's just because the announcement video went out
just went up
2 hours ago.
That is not food.
So, anyways, I just told them they are blessed that they got Liz.
Did you see in the host chat? Brianna said that we were campaigning, and Eva was like, "Yay, Brittany!" thinking I was on her team, and I'm not. Brittany's on blue, and Eva's like, "Oh."
I feel like purple and yellow need to make an alliance because we are complementary colors.
That's fair. That's fair.
Liz is someone who we have become friends with through another readathon we did.
When we were doing Avengers, Liz was one of our most active people. I haven't checked to see yet if Kate's made her way over to read. She's gonna get kicked so quickly.
No reading, just for the laundry and made pasta. That is
Nice.
though.
We love productivity.
You are doing a great job. Living your best life. Continuing Chain of Gold. I still haven't started that trilogy yet. I have them all now, but I haven't started it yet.
Yeah.
Because
I'm just over here like checking to see who has what. Oh, damn.
committing to read long books is harder for me these days. I don't know why, but like I've been very hesitant to start the long boys.
Mm-hmm. I need to start taking Orange, but Cal kind of scared me off despite no, we're separate readathons. Brianna just posted her announcement today.
Right. So the Midyear reading scramble started today, and then the Amazing Race was announced today.
Yeah.
So
it get confusing.
Yeah.
It all kind of happened within like
understandable confusion.
Yeah.
Understandable. Especially since I was like promoting it on the last sprint. I was like, watch this.
And I've been promoting both things too at the same time. So it's like, here's the things.
Yeah.
If I had thought about it, I probably would have been like, hey, Brianna, so how are we going to work this? But like, I didn't even, like, I didn't even think about it to be like, you know, I'm also like, this is, you live some, you live some, you learn some.
It'll all work out in the end. It's fine.
So this is the biggest the Midyear Reading Scramble has ever been. Like the Discord has so many people in it.
I love this.
And I know most of, like, I just went to post, like I went to @everyone and it asks you every time if you're sure you want to @everyone. Like, listen, I know I hate that people do this, but also it's the way the game is played. So I've got
it. Yeah.
And like, I'm like, guys, come on. Why would I be adding everyone if I didn't want, but it's like, you have 70 plus people in here. I was like, I have how many?
That's crazy. That's
I love that.
Like we might hit 100 by the end.
Yes.
May continue with a gathering of shadows audio so you can switch between Kindle and August TBR and see which TBR. Yes, please do provide updates. We want
all I'm gonna say is that currently blue team is way ahead, doesn't need the help, and green team just pulled ahead of purple and yellow.
I mean, obviously I disagree and think that blue is always, we're so welcoming. That's why everyone's coming over.
I just got to the logo serpent and wings.
I am continuing my streak of being on the purple team though.
Amazing Race starts on August 1st. It'll be the whole month of August. I need to Midyear reading scramble focus. Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah.
Yeah, we were just talking at the beginning of the sprints about how like I didn't realize I was doing it, but I really made a readathon that works if you have executive dysfunction issues.
Yeah.
If that's something you struggle with.
Right. It gives you that focus of like what to read, of like how to pick what you're going to read next.
It's so simple and it works to like double up with everything else going on, which is so great too.
Yeah, exactly. And that's how I run a lot of my readathons. Although if Brianna keeps asking me to fudge rules, I may have to like start keeping count just so I have currency for next month.
Fair.
Yes, I know. Did you get my
That's okay. I got one right after. There was a purple for you, a blue for me. It's all good.
Yeah, so Luna chose purple a way long time ago. And then I tried to sabotage it by accident. Apparently, I don't know how to.
Shall we sprint again?
We should, because Kara just posted her link for sprint, so I need to go get that set up on the playlist.
Okay. Alrighty. Are we ready? We will be doing this method again because I don't trust the internet yet. So we will be back at 55. So
StreamYard does do that.
3:55. If you're in EST, it's 4:55. Whatever 55 it is going to be for you, that's when we're back. Okay? Read well.
Sounds good.
And mute your mics, that too. Ding, ding, ding. Ding, 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 ding. Was that subtle enough?
That's one way to do it.
I loved it. I loved it.
Thanks. Okay. Welcome back.
I updated the vlog that time, so I only got 9 pages read. It's fine.
Still
Yeah,
good.
we have to vlog, you know,
Progress.
part of the whole situation.
Yep. I updated the vlog for that, and then I started the vlog for this.
Nice. I got 32 pages read, so
Nice.
I'm almost halfway. Not quite. I will be after the next one.
That's fun.
I got about 30 pages read. Wait.
Nice.
Yes? Yeah, I think. Math is hard. Is it more than that? Let's see.
There we go.
No, about 30.
Ha!
I just saw that come in too. I was like, oh.
Okay.
Here's the thing. You can make fun of purple people all you want, but we are fucking one note. We are loyal.
You are loyal to purple.
We are. That's our color, and we know we gotta stick with it because everyone else gives us shit.
That was pretty.
Yes, I do. Like, turquoise is not the worst birthstone to have. I just would prefer amethyst.
Yeah.
That's my birthstone.
Yeah.
The more
Amethyst.
Betrayer.
Well, I didn't get to pick my team color. Although I'm glad I got blue. But like I was told.
Interesting.
I know you got to pick your team color. I'm aware.
I might have made threads. I'm kidding. Well, I think when Brianna decided, I might be the reason that there is a purple team.
Well, I kind of knew that because there was a different color, and then all of a sudden there was a purple team.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew that. I went, I wonder why.
We also, like, the 2 hosts that are on purple team with me, I believe that is also their favorite color as well.
Perfect.
So
how are you enjoying Legends and Lattes? Is it going well? I am excited to get to it.
Yes, I have this on Kindle, and someday I will pick it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds like just a nice, fun, chill time.
Cozy fantasy. I love it.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever read, or I'm sure I have read cozy fantasy, but not much. So, like, I don't really know what to expect from the genre, really. Because I don't think it's a genre I've picked up very often. If ever, to be honest, because there's not one coming to mind that I'm like, oh, but I read this. Like, it's not.
Somebody was talking about, like, the existence of cozy horror, and like cozy horror isn't a genre. Like, there are entire things about horror as a genre that you can't you can't make going on this whole thing. Like, it's not a genre, and I was just like, well, neither was science fiction until it was. So, like, they're like, on the one hand, they are right. Like, I totally got their points about why horror is a genre and how you can't really cozy it. But also, trends happen and people are able to, like, new genres emerge all the time.
Yeah, and I think some horror could lend more to cozy than others. Like, obviously, some horror is, like, the more, like, when you're thinking, like, middle grade horror, that type of horror could lean more to a cozy way in an adult setting than like body horror. Like, that's just not going to be cozy no matter how you write it.
Poor I love that you have this is 2 water dogs now that you've gotten that are like, no. Water? No.
That's hilarious.
That is so funny. So, like, it's on the one hand, I'm like, yes, I understand your criticism of what people are calling cozy horror and the fact that it is not actually cozy horror. Although, like, I feel like What Moves the Dead might kind of fall into that genre. But also, new genres, people are creative. I am sure someone will figure out a way to do cozy horror. So,
For sure. Because, I mean, like, the fact that it, like, the whole cozy term kind of is pulled from cozy mysteries.
Exactly.
Like, you know.
Which you wouldn't necessarily deem death cozy, but we've made
exactly my thoughts.
There are some
like,
people,
you know, it's not, you know,
it's an
so much
interesting
about the
discussion.
subject matter is like how it's presented.
Mhm.
Like, you know, because like horror, to me, horror could be, you know, in a cozy setting. I feel like it could be more where it's like, you know, in a cozy mystery, like obviously the characters are not as chill as we are,
Yeah,
but we also
that's definitely not like horror. Like there are, I understand that there are certain aspects of horror that exist to define it as a genre, and it would be a challenge as of right now to make cozy horror, like to actually write that and still honor those aspects.
Yeah,
but you know, it just I guess since the cover is blue,
I think it might be even a host favorite. Don't quote me on that because there are so many host favorites, and I do certainly not have them all in my brain. But I feel like one of us must have picked Serpent of the Winds.
It was funny because when I was going through mine, I was like, I want to like represent a diverse amount of like the different things I read. So like I have so many. I have Little Thieves on there. I have Percy Jackson. I have Leviathan Wakes, Butterfly Garden, and then Other Words for Home. So like I've got a contemporary, and a contemporary fantasy, a fantasy, science fiction, and a thriller.
I kind of did the same thing. I kind of went, what are some of the books that I love that aren't super popular on BookTube? Because I figured the popular ones were going to be picked by like other hosts. I did try to pick Babel, but Cal beat me to it, which was rude.
I would have physically flown out if anyone had tried to take Little Thieves. Physically flown out and fought them for it.
No. I was not even going to go there. And then I had to put a retelling on because, you know, I love a retelling. So that's part of my brand. So I was like, okay, what retelling do I love the most?
I might just have to go through and see which host faves are purple and just read all of the purple host faves.
I don't feel like many of them are. There's a lot of blue.
Yeah, I know. So there was something that was going to happen, and Brianna was like, yeah, I'm not going to do that now because that would be an unfair advantage to one specific team.
I did screenshot. Oh, actually, there is a lot more purple than I thought there was.
Nice.
Because I did screenshot the video just so that I had it on my phone.
I figure the graphic's going to go up and that's August. I don't have to think about August until the end of July.
True.
So, anyways, I'm trying to get caught up on my reading blanket so that it's not horrendously a lot of books that I have to add this month and next month.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we just
started. How far behind are you?
I just started February. Don't laugh at me like that, Brittany.
I'm sorry. I wasn't expecting you to say, like, 4 months ago.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is, I restarted it in March, and I'd only done but February and then April and May and June were low reading months. So. That'd be 6.
I was going to say, we're both writing it at the same time. We should have just said it.
Yeah. I think. Well, let me see. Let me double check that.
I thought that was correct, but
they're scheduled for that time.
It's like, because in my brain, like I'm having to think about it, the difference of EST versus Central, and so I was like trying to double check just one more time, like
I almost said it in my time too, because I'm Atlantic, so I'm the other direction,
right?
So I'm like, it's 7:00 my time. What time is that?
Right.
Time zones are so weird. I can't imagine living somewhere that's on the edge of a time zone and having you drive 10 minutes or drive 30 minutes and suddenly you're an hour or later or behind. How do you even function?
I have no idea. That would be really now I went to Walmart and I'm in a different time zone.
Yeah. You have to do math on a daily basis.
It's kind of fun when you're traveling, having the time zone shifts and because I'll go to when I go to the Appalachians, I get to have that time zone shift, and it's fun because I'm like, oh yay, a whole nother hour. On my way back, I'm like, yay, I get a whole nother hour back. I have like a whole nother extra hour to unpack and get settled after I get back home.
Oh, I love it.
It's a very satisfying feeling.
That's gotta be nice. Meanwhile, I always am headed east when I come back home. So like I get the hours when I go out, but then I come back and I'm like,
you lose them as
I
you
just
come back.
lost 4 hours of my day. Like not only was I on an airplane, but a time change happened. How unfortunate.
So what are we doing as far as like I'm gonna try to black out the board. What is everyone else going for?
Am 12 books behind on my Goodreads. Well, I'm 10 books behind. I was 10 books behind on my Goodreads goal. I don't know how many books behind I am now. Because it's July now. So I am trying to read as many prompts for my video.
That's a good idea.
Your froze.
I know. We just lost Margaret. While Margaret's coming back, I'm just my only goal is to do like one tree. If I have more time, then I will do more than that. But that is my goal because I'm working on a pretty big vlogging project right now. That's like a secret project. So unless those books, like none of those books fit because they are not physically on my TBR. That is a small issue with having to film that at the same time as this. So I'm like trying to do just one tree. You're back.
I'm back.
All right.
Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to do one tree. And then I'm going to, if I finish that tree, we'll try other things.
Exactly. That's what I'm doing because I'm doing a pretty big project for next month. So and none of those are on my physical TBR. So they don't work for TBR Scramble, but.
Yep, I understand that one.
You know, the things of doing projects that make us read the books.
Listen, you can do one tree for the physical TBR, and then you move to the Goodreads goal or the currently reading. Well, it would probably be Goodreads goal. You do that one next.
That's true. I could do that. I'm not behind on my Goodreads goal, so that would be slightly cheating, but like, hey, why not?
I just, in case you could hear the weird, like, digging noise,
oh, puppy.
She doesn't do this often, but it's only when she's in my room that she does it. Like in the living room, not so much. I guess because those couches are like faux leather, so it's like not the material of choice.
She's trying to make a really like dog-sized divot in the blanket.
It got nice and settled and everything.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yes. So I'm thinking we go one more.
We go one more.
Perfect.
And then close it out. And I will try to figure out the thing to be able to link it because Kara is starting sprints right after this.
I think you may have to link it before, but I do have, if you have the playlist linked, I do have Kara in the playlist. I added her in there. Yeah, I think you have to for the sprinty sprint thing. If you're going to have it like direct to another video, you do have to.
You can't redirect either unless you have under 1,000 subscribers or over 1,000 subscribers, which is really irritating. We were trying to do it for Neva's 24 hours, and not everybody did. So it was like
Neva has a good turnout for her sprints. Like,
no, I was surprised because I did the early morning. Like I was up at 5 a.m. my time, 4 a.m. Eastern, and I had like 30 people on sprints at 5 a.m. and I was like,
you will not catch me up that early in the morning.
This will never happen again. Like if I showed up any other day at 5 a.m., there would be like one person drinking coffee in the comments, maybe.
Yeah. If I am up at 5 a.m., it's because I have stayed up until 5 a.m.
That's fair. I get up with my kids, so it's not that odd for me to be up early. And I stay up late. So like
how do you function?
Coffee.
Important.
Which might I add, someone just went to get me Tim Hortons. So like in the next sprint, I'll have it in this one.
That's so funny.
All right, we will go ahead and start and do one more 45. So we'll be back at 5 till.
Perfect.
Ding, ding, ding. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, ding, ding.
I do love that you are our timer.
I do my best. How did everyone do?
I got another 34 pages and passed the halfway point.
Awesome.
So, I mean, there's potential for me to finish this tonight, which I started it today. So that would be nice.
Awesome.
To knock out. I mean, it is for shortest book prompts. That makes sense. But still.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be awesome. You're muted, Margaret.
I got 41 pages done, guys.
Nice.
I am 43 minutes out of finishing this book.
So close.
Yeah, it feels like the first 75% of the book was set up for what happens at the end, which a book that is set up for the entire series, and I'm just like, we could have made this so much. Yeah. Anyways, I go into it on my vlog.
That's fair.
I got another 30 pages, so I am now nearing the halfway point.
Nice.
Nice.
So I'm between a third and a half. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That in between where you don't have a fraction that you can pull out of your head that fits without doing math. That's about where I'm at. So there.
Perfect. Love it.
So,
Are you liking it?
Yes, I am. I am enjoying it. They're basically, it's about the girl has her mom passed away when she was 3, and she never got to know that side of the family because something happened and they kind of cut ties after her mom passed. And we don't really know the details, but I'm guessing they said something wanted to take care of her and didn't think that the dad should be taking care of her as a single dad. I'm guessing. I'm not sure yet. We don't know. But she's there, and she got this book from the grandmother. She was waffling back and forth on if she was going to stay or not. She's staying, and then she decided to stay, and then got this book from her grandmother that was her mom's, and it's a mystery that is set at a camp. So it's we have a little bit of a book within a book situation happening, because she's read a little bit of this, and then her mom it was her mom's book, so she made a note in it, and she was wait, why would she have written this? Because she circled something, and she said, try this, was what her note was. So that was interesting. And now she's in an abandoned cabin that nobody goes in because it's supposedly haunted. And so she's sitting in there for 5 minutes to prove that ghosts don't exist. And I think this is where she's going to find the treasure map that they're supposed to find and follow. So we're getting one of the last pieces of the synopsis now of the things that it kind of points out. So
nice.
Yeah. So it's starting to get to that part where it's picking up a little bit more. It was a little bit of a slower start than I would have liked. I feel like we could have had a little bit quicker pacing for the intro for some of the things, but it's not terribly slow or anything.
That's good.
Yeah. We had a few more people hop in, and
I am actually going to need to go because Kara's sprints start in a minute. So thank you guys so much, and head over to Kara's channel when you're done here.
I will be there in a minute. I'll finish out these, and then I'll
dropping the link.
Yeah, I just don't want her to start without or start alone.
No, that's fair. Yeah, you go. I'll be there in a minute.
Okay. There we go. And Rye didn't read but started unpacking. Awesome. And got to 78%. That's awesome. That's awesome. All right. Well, we are going to wrap it up so that everybody can go ahead and hop over to Kara's channel. Is there anything you would like to plug, Brittany?
I have sprints tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Eastern. Yes, 6 p.m. Eastern for Midyear Scramble. So that's where I will be.
Great. All right. I will continue to have sprints throughout the month on Thursday evenings. So be sure to check back in, subscribe so you can get the notifications for those. And subscribe to Brittany, subscribe to Margaret, subscribe to everybody. Make friends and be kind. And have a great rest of your day or night. And go to Kara's channel. Go do it.
Yeah.
See you guys later.